lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're going to be talking about my personal favorite brushes for the eyes as well as the face. So I actually have a lot of brushes. I was like separating them out and I was like, wow, I use a lot of more brushes than I think I did. Like I thought I used like 5 and I used like 10, which is double of what I thought I was using. So, oh, there goes my phone. So without stalling anymore, let's get on to the video. Ooh, also real quick, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell button down below so you can get a notification every time I post. And I try to post once to twice a week. Alright, now let's get started. This is what I like to use for my eyes. So, picking randomly, the first brush is, oh my god, that's so weird because to me this is like the most important brush. It's a blending brush. It's by Sephora and I completely love it. Like it says right here, it's a rounded crease brush and it's really good for getting into the crease. And not also that, but I also use it for like blending everything else. So I just like use it for blending here. Like when I first started doing makeup, this was like the only brush I had to blend things out, but now I have like outer corner brushes and things like that, so I use those as well. But this is definitely like my go-to. Like as soon as I want to blend something, I'll pick this up and I'll start I'll just start blending. Taking randomly this. Oh, it's a flat brush. So I really like this for when I want to put something down in the middle, or if I just want to layer it on top of the crease right before I start to blend. I think flat brushes are like really good to have, especially if you want to put down multiple colors. I think having a few of these are actually really good, as well as blending brushes. Alright, I'm choosing randomly because if I want to decide what I want to choose, then I will never get started. Next brush is... oh, this is also another flat brush. See, this is like also one of the ones I use. This is a little bit different. It's a little bit more compact. So it's also good for like, you can also get away with like trying to smoke out here, the outer lines. So like you see how like right here I have 2 different colors, but they're kind of blended. I can also go like that a little bit. And that's what I like about like bigger brushes, because it's thicker and I feel like you can also use it to help you work this out. This is an outer corner brush and it's extra dense. It's super duper fluffy. And I love this for blending out the dark colors. I think it does a really good job. And it's weird because this is really big and dark colors are something that you don't want to like get everywhere. But I feel like this is like really good for like blending it out and like spreading it where you need it to be. Alright, next thing on here is this oval brush, also by Sephora. It's dirty as you can see. And what I love to use this for is that right after I apply my primer, I immediately set it with this brush. So I'll use like any color and I'll just pack it on, and I think it's really good for getting all over the eyes. I use this to set all of my primers. Yeah, we still have more. So next is this flat brush that also has an angle to it. I like to use this for getting inside of my corner, like when I want to add a shiny color here. And that's basically it. This brush over here is by e.l.f. and it's a smudge brush, and I really like this for getting under my eyes. It's really tight to get under your waterlines and I think it blends beautifully. We're almost done. Next is this one over here. It's really small. I also like to use this to highlight my brow bone, and sometimes I'll use it to connect my shadow to my waterline, and sometimes I'll use it for here as well, like a little bit of detail work basically. Alright, this is the second to last brush for my eyes, and this is a flat brush. I already talked about flat brushes. See, I told you I have it all. I have a lot of them because I find them to be so useful. Alright, one of the last brushes I use is this one over here. It looks kind of weird. It's like a circle and like someone cut it right here. Basically looks like a cylinder. I actually use this to blend a little bit, so I'll use it to like really get rid of this harsh line that's my main use for it. Like I use it to blend out this harsh line over here, because you really don't like want a line. Like when you really want like a smoky you just I just help it buff out like everything on the outside. I think it's really, really good for this. I don't know like what or how, but it works for me. Alright, and those were the 9 brushes that I use for my eyes. Time to go with the face brushes. Time to wash these too. Okay, so one of the first brushes I want to talk about is this one over here. It's this oval brush, and I used to use like sponges, beauty blenders all the time, but this is just so much faster. Like I literally just swipe all over and I'm done. Like I use this constantly. Like every time I want to use my foundation, I reach for this. Like I don't even use like my sponge anymore, which is like weird because I actually bought like a whole bunch of sponges the other day, and like I regret it because this is all I use now. This is really great for applying foundation. Alright, the next thing I use is this. This is smaller, and I actually have another one over here. So what I use this bigger one for is I use this for contouring right here, and I'll use this for concealer because this is just smaller, and I feel like I can get like, it's good for making that 3 shape, and since this one is smaller, I can get like on my nose and my forehead, my chin, and I can really get under my eyes, whereas this one I feel like it's too bulky to get like between here, but this one fits like really nice. So this is what I use these two for: contour / bronze and concealer. I just put this on to like control my baby hairs, but something else that I also use to contour is this brush over here, and oh my goodness, I love this brush so much to contour. It really, oh my god, it really cuts my cheekbones. And I got this brush at like Marshall. I got this at Marshall's. And what does this say? I don't even think it has like a brand. It's like really faded down here. What does this say? Oh, it just says angled contour brush. But it's really, really good. Like if you see this at Marshall's, I totally recommend it. And it's cheap too. Ooh, one of my last oval brushes. This is super duper helpful for also contouring the nose and the lips as well. It really gets in there so you can make those lines, just like it really forms your nose. And besides that, I also use it to contour my lips. So I'll put like bronzer over here and of course all around my lips. But this is really, really good for the nose. It really chisels your nose in. 10 out of 10, definitely recommend this for contours. Fabulous. This brush is for blush, and I just like it. It applies really nicely. By the way, these brushes over here, they're all by My Brush Set. I don't know if you can see that. It says My Brush Set. I got it off of this website for $20, I think. And I really like them. But it's weird because my mom ordered the same one, but in pink. And I don't know if the pink ones were defective or if that bundle was just sadly defective. But like 3 of her brushes broke, and I felt really bad because none of mine broke and mine were great. So my mom wasn't a fan of them. Like my mom wasn't a fan of them, but I definitely like these brushes. So I guess they're pretty hit and miss. So yeah, they're working out so far for me. So far so good. Fan brushes. I just love fan brushes in general. I think they're so cute and they get the job done for highlighting. I'm just a fan. No pun intended, that was accidental. Now with this one, I really like to use this one for contouring as well. I have a whole bunch of contouring brushes, I just realized. And oh my gosh, I remember when I used this for the first time to contour, I went like that and I had like a big patch of brown here, and I was like, probably used too much. So since this is so big, like be careful when you're packing it on. Like you try to use a light hand with this. Like look how thick that is. And then it really blends everything out. And since it's so big, I also find it easier to use. I don't know, maybe because I just like splatter things all over my face. So I just go like that, and I'm all done. See? And that's it. Of course, I'm not going to use this to contour my nose. I'll get like half my face. But for the cheeks, jaws, and forehead, 10 out of 10. So cute. Okay. And this is the last brush that I recommend. I'm tired. And it is this Morphe M510. Now besides the way it looks, I think it's beautiful. I love the way it applies highlighters, and the bristles are super duper soft. And I feel like it's really good for like if you want like a subtle glow, but it's also good for like packing on that highlight and really beaming everyone out of the way. I also use it for the middle of my the tip of my nose and the middle the bridge of my nose, and it doesn't go like all over the place. Like I don't know how because it's bigger than my nose, but yeah, like I remember one time I was going somewhere fast and then I just grabbed this brush and I went like this, and then right when I was gonna step out of the door I was like, oh my gosh, I probably put like highlighter all over my nose. So when I went to go look in the mirror I was like, I actually highlighted really good. So I was like surprised. So yeah, like anything I can put on fast and nice and make it look precise, I love. And this and of course this contour brush over here, if I can find it, it's hiding from me. This one, oh my gosh, this is so good for contouring the nose. I love how precise you can get, and with the lips as well. And this is really good for just like that as well as this. That. Alrighty guys, and these these are all the brushes. Well, actually I'm lying, these are only the face brushes, and my eye brushes I have put in here, as well as with a ring pop and a Sharpie pencil, a Sharpie marker. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up before you leave, and let me know what type of brushes you like and what brushes you enjoyed, and if you liked any of these over here or the ones I mentioned before for the eyes. Alright, thank you very much everyone, have a nice day, and remember, you can do everything and you're super duper special. And like I mean it in the most sincere way. Like if no one told you today, you're very special, and I want you to know that, and I want you to go rock the world because you can do anything. Alright, bye everyone.